against University of Santo Tomas here in our last match. And this is Quick Set powered by Smart 5G. And right now, Jelena, what a perfect way to wrap up our afternoon matches by, of course, matching a both champions in their own respective way. National University going against the University of Santo Tomas. Coach Kung Fu now going against the nuns who came from recently concluded Palarong Pambansa, but you should not also underestimate UST because they are also champions in an off-season tournament this year. But now, Jelena, let's take a look on our standings.
We have Pool A already completing the cast for our quarterfinals. We have EAC and Adamson University. In Pool B, we have Bacolod Taytong and De La Salle Lipa. And in Pool C, we have Arellano University and KMS. But in Pool D, it's still an open question with UST facing up against National University in this match.
This is also very crucial here for UST. Imagine, this is a must-win for them because they need to tie things up together with NU and FEU. But of course, for NU, ayaw mo na umasa sa chance na mas lumamang kayo sa on-point ratio. So you want to be certain that it is you together with FEU will advance into our next phase of the competition. But UST now playing big time. We'll turn you over to our venue game announcer.
Coaching NU Nazareth School is Ray Carl Timakulangan. And now the starting lineup for the University of Santo Tomas Junior Tigresses. Beginning with a team captain of outside hitter number 15, Keith Rubin. Honored with outside hitter number 5, Nicole Belaez. Setter number 10, Leon Sanchez. Opposite hitter number 11, Aniza Santos. Middle blocker number 14, Bibi Laag. Middle blocker number 21, Erin Soto. And their starting libero is number 4, Chasly Pepito. The head coach of the UST Junior Tigresses is Emilio Kung Fu Reyes.
Familiar faces, familiar starting lineup here for both squads. Erin Soto and Laag will man the middle here for UST, and Sam Cantada will go head-to-head with Kimberly Rodin here in this match.
Well, it is one of the familiar rivalries in UAAP with the gold and blue and the black and gold with NU versus UST.
And right now to serve and to start things off, UST. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojos now. Drawing first blood here is NU.
What we're seeing right now is a difference in the height from both teams. We see that UST is quite taller than the lineup of NUNS, but the difference as well is here is that even if NUNS is not a fairly tall team, they jump high.
Oh yeah, definitely. And also some changes dito, Jelena, on the side of UST. Santos, kita mo, playing now as an opposite.
Yes.
For the previous game, she was the setter, but right now, taking advantage sa height na pwede niya mabigay. Robin, free ball. Pinuntahan ng gitna, that is quite too low, and it's good for NUNS.
Jeneline Jacob taking advantage of that scramble in the defense of UST. But you gotta say, Pepito.
Oh, definitely.
Grabe yung depensa. Start
Oo.
off the bat. Giving out 100% energy.
And just exactly the energy more than the defense and coverage that Pepito provides. It's really the energy and the light that she brings inside the court.
Error committed here on the side of UST. You know, dito sa labas ng court, mararamdaman yung excitement coming from
Mm,
both teams. Especially,
yes.
this is the first time again that they're facing each other coming off from Palaro and the last year's UAAP stint.
And for sure, a lot have changed for both squads. Dito pupuntahan. Oh, confusion in their offense. UST now have the opportunity. That will be all. The coverage, Cantada.
Cantada will set that one wide and gives the point to UST.
Pelaez now serving goods dito for USD. But I like how we start this set one. Very energetic. You can see everybody's laser-eyed focus on scoring a point. Good dig. Pepito is everywhere on the side of USD. Santos now. Pupuntahan dito. Dailisan.
Dailisan facing off Erin Soto in front. Well, actually, if you see a blocker like Erin
Mm.
Soto and you're beside Santos as well on the right side of the court here, mahihirapan ka maghanap
Yeah.
ng paraan kasi
Totoo.
they're very tall.
But well, Dailisan is on the service deck. I remember, Jelina, during their last game, itong si Dailisan, halos hindi na nilisan yung service deck
Yeah.
because of her good services. But Santos now on the other hand, it's good for UST.
That was a good hit coming from Santos. And you love it how
Oo.
these players are very flexible in terms of their positions. Santos, for example, she played as setter for the previous games, but now she's playing as an opposite hitter.
Very versatile. Santos, laag. This will be an easy over. Sino pupunta dito? Kimberly Robin has been checked. This time combination. Whoa, laag. Pick up that one. This will be an easy over. Any opportunity. Really quick on that Jacob.
Quick on that hit, Jeneline Jacob. It was a confusing set, set up by Navarro right there since Harleen Cerneche was actually coming in for a combination play, making the play just confusing for UST.
Exactly. And right now, I think for some seconds, Jelina, I forgot that we are covering high school volleyball. I feel as if that these girls are in collegiate level. Look at the intensity now.
Kim Rubin, a little bit below that spike right there. Kinakapan niya pa yung palo niya. But Kim Rubin is known to be one of the hard hitters
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the league.
And ito yung mga isa sa ina-anticipate ko, Jelina. Matchup ni Cantada, chika ni Kimberly Robin.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
And now we have on the service line Santos.
Santos now. We barely seen Santos smiling.
Yeah.
Diba?
Parang kahit nakaka-point siya, poker face pa
Oo.
din.
That's how focused she is sa bawat laro.
Harleen Cerneche
Sir Neche.
is trying to power that hit into the cross court, but that will be over.
Santos now still serving. NU up by 2. This time denied.
Solid block on Sam Cantada by Laag. She was read there on that approach. Actually, bumuelo pa si Laag para i-depensahan si Cruz. Pero, you gotta put your priorities kung sino talaga yung
Definitely.
porsyento dito sa rotation na to.
And this could be one of UST's clear advantage. Height is might for them, but power is something that you cannot deny for UST. I mean, for NU rather. Kimberly Rubin adjusting. Wow!
And that just plunged the hole into the court of NU.
And that smart powered up play was brought to you by Smart's Power All 99. Load now.
UST was down by 4 points a while ago, but now they tie things up at 6. How about that? What a
Yes.
way to start this game.
Sam Cantada na wabawi dito. Woo!
And maybe this is the show-off that you were looking for a while ago.
Yes. I'm certain about this show off. Jelena, Sam Cantada, Kimberly Rubin. What a match.
Medyo malayo pa yung set din na
Mm.
para sa kanya doon, but then she just powered through with that hit.
Good serve. Good point.
Statement point by Harleen Cerneche, team captain.
The serves of the game is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken in Mojo's now. Cerneche. Strong serve for this young gunner. Laag. Sam Cantada denied! Back to back for Laag.
That was the second block for Laag here against Sam Cantada. And if you are Sam right now, you want to adjust
Yeah.
on that hitting position to make sure that you might as well get at least a check ball, hindi yung solid hit.
But if I were Laag right now, what a joy to block Sam Cantada twice already in this match. And UNS here still managed to have a 2-point advantage dito kontra UST. Meanwhile, strong serve. NU's really banking on that strong loaded services.
Denise Dailisan entering the scoring pool right now for NUNS. And before you know, Sam Cantada entered into the team. It was mainly the tandem of Harleen Cerneche and Denise Dailisan. That was a statement for NUNS. And now the addition of Sam Cantada just makes this team more exciting to watch.
Not more than an exciting to watch. I think the addition powered up the roster here.
Iabot ang data! Nice!
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And now we're back as NU is taking and having a 4-point lead here. What will be the strategy here for UST Coach Kung Fu? Timeout for Junior Tigresses.
So NUNS is coming from a high, being champions in Palaro. But then we have here UST all throughout the time that all those teams have been participating in the National League. They have been training and have been rebuilding the team coming off from that UAAP stint where also they lost key players as well.
Angelina, napag-usapan nga natin yun. Talk about UST's rebuilding. We talk about the prototype of players na tinitrain dito ni Coach Kung Fu. Mostly, I mean, not that tall kind of player, but really very defensive. And right now, we see a brand new kind of players dito for UST. Soto, Laag, and Santos, really very tall.
Yeah, and we also have Kim Rubin and Mary Pelaez who have turned into the best performances against the Baby Tamaraos last time, where she finished off 11 points against FEU Diliman. And those 11 points came from 9 attacks and 2 service aces.
Wow. Wow. And what an anticipation there coming from Dailisan on that 1-2 play. Isabella Cruz here, serving for NUNS. Oh,
That serve was a little bit off for Isabella Cruz. And now UST will take the lead here with the service.
Sanchez now. Maria Lian Sanchez will be in charge, orchestrating the offense here for Oste. Dailisan, Pipito.
Grabe, ang simple nung
Oo.
dig na yon.
Kaya nga, alis hindi na umalis si Pepito doon sa pwesto.
Yeah, and Janeline Jacob, you know, one of the advantages that you have when you have that airtime, pag
Oh, yun.
tumatalon ka, makikita mo kung saan mo dadalhin yung bola eh.
Mm.
And the few players here who have airtime is Kim Rubin, Janeline Jacob, and of course, Sam Cantada.
Definitely. Cannot deny the fact. Eh, dito si Jacob, Angelina, not the tallest of a middle blocker, but no worries. Kasi yung airtime niya talaga, really, I mean, an advantage for her to see kung saan niya dadalhin yung bola.
But that error will send the point to UST.
And this time, Mary Pilaes, Nicole Pilaes on deck here to serve. Pilaes, not the strongest hitters that we know here for UST, but I mean, very smart. Not only that, very good on defense as well. Jacob, one more time, nandun si Erin Soto. Erin Soto will try to outsmart the defense, but this time San Cantado will give up a free ball. Kimberly Rubin! Oh, this is still playable. Kaino pupunta dito? Sanchez, Soto, easily pick up there. They'll surely go to... Oh, this will be a reverse set to Santos. Dailisan! Yes!
So when you have strong hitters facing off each other in opposing sides of the court, you want to rely on that libero. And we have here Pepito for UST. But syempre, wag naman natin kalimutan on the side of NUNS. It's Atasha Doroha who has been named as best libero in Palarong Pambansa.
And you know, I think they came fresh from Palarong Pambansa, and Jelena, for sure, these girls haven't gotten any ample rest pa, no, since their stint in Palaro.
But what about that hit coming from Kim Rubin? And Kim Rubin is known to be one of the strong spikers na even if grabe yung block, she figures out a way on how to check for that point.
And kanina, earlier, we saw, no, dad of Erin Soto.
Yeah.
Very supportive. Before yung mga kuya niya si pupunta dito, but now Ervin Soto, before Kai Soto and Ervin Soto, and also not only that, Rani Del Do Campo, idol natin yan. We saw him earlier. But going back to the game, Kimberly Rubin! What a denial.
Denied by Harleen Cerneche. And you can see yung gigil doon sa pag-block and pagdukot sa palo ni Rubin.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry! Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Our player in focus is presented by pusup.com. Join now for free. And it is none other than Mary Pilaes. Her previous performance contra FEU is 11 points, 9 of which is from attacks. And what a contribution dito for Mary Pilaes,
Yeah.
helping Kimberly Rubin.
And of course, she's not that tall, but when it comes to jumping abilities and, you know, talking about that, lag right there, just scoring another point in the middle. And UST has been known as well in the girls division for having good middle blockers like national team inclusion, Penuliar,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not mistaken. And they carried the team for the Princess Cup last year.
Oh,
They did
yes.
the international
Oo.
stint. So you could say that these girls right here are international caliber.
Exactly. At this young age, I mean, they're already playing internationally. And also right now, still Pepito, I believe, is still part of Alas under-18 roster of Alas Pilipinas. So, I mean, the training exposure that Pepito actually got, she surely will utilize that experience ito in their match contra NU. Kimberly Rubin right now easily pick up their 1-2 play. How about that?
Rey Navarro pulling her favorite trick and saying, no, no,
Oh
no.
yeah, not me.
Not me. I'm going to get that point for NU. And that was a good 1-2 drop.
Navarro showing us some cerebral assassin moves on that 1-2 play. Oh, this time it is Santos doing the setting job.
Yeah. Great hit coming from the middle by Isabella Cruz. And uh, it has been told a while ago that Isabella Cruz just started volleyball around 3 years ago, but now
Oh,
she's playing
wow.
good in this league.
Just 3 years ago, 3 years of hardship, now being one of the most decorated medals in the high school division as Ernesto scoring another ace here for NUNS.
And UNS just up by 9 here and only 4 points away from getting this set. And we could see also one of their ates watching in the sidelines. Ara Panike,
Oh,
kanina
yes.
pinag-usapan lang natin siya, bigla na lang andito na siya sa venue.
Talagang naririnig tayo.
Oo.
She may be watching earlier and maybe she heard her
Yeah,
name that
maybe.
would mentioned her. But Jelena, right now, I did not expect, of course, both teams are highly caliber girls teams, but I did not expect that this will be a lackluster or one-sided performance here, especially for NU. What is the problem here for UST right now?
I think UST, there's familiarization still on their end since the last Shakeys and the UAAP. We've seen a different lineup, and some of their players, if not all of them, are actually from the bench of UST. So, based on experience and what we've seen in the previous teams and games is that gelling of the players is really important.
Definitely.
On the side of NU, and now we're seeing Ara Panica there with her sister Abigail and
Mm-mm.
PT Paris of NUNS.
Of course, Ara Paniki, our inaugural season, one of the best outside hitters during our inaugural season. Grabe, time flying so fast. Just
But
like that serve.
yeah, talk about
Oo.
that serve from Sam Cantada. She belted out a little bit of scream there actually as she was hitting the ball. Now at set point is NUNS.
Still very powerful service there. Coming from San Cantada. Pilaes. Santos in doing the setting here for UST, but
Looking
it's
for a check ball,
no
but
check.
then that is outside.
Oh,
Okay, the referee has clarified it, and they will be awarding the point to UST. UST is now in a 10-point deficit, so let's see what they will do to inch closer to the point or even win the set.
this time.
But then,
Basic.
Isabella Cruz being set up there. Also fairly tall player. Just hit that ball with perfection and now gets the set for NU.
Still, hope is still so bright here for NUNS as the gap here is 25-14.
Hindi ako tita. Nice!
Don't worry, be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now!
The fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Let's all party. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Era to era, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on, on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And UNS showing us mastery in high caliber volleyball action here in our first set, 25-14. And I must say that NUNS must have been really preparing to get and to win this victory contra UST.
Well, yes, it was a good performance coming from both teams. You know, started out really, really good, but then NUNS just showed us why they're Palarong Pambansa champions in that set right there. But great defense on the side of UST, getting a lot of blocks actually, not intimidated by the presence of Sam Cantada on the side of NUNS. But here we go again. It's just not Sam Cantada who's doing the work for NU, and all the players are contributing into the team. But then the question here now is who will aid Rubin and Pelayas here on the second set for the USC to get this?
For sure, we're going to see that in the second set, Jelena. But right now, as we can see on the stats, definitely it's all just NU with 16 big attacks and 3 on blocks and serves. And this set is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojos now. What a great way here for Uste to start things off, scoring and drawing first blood here contra NUNS.
Seeing some changes in the lineup of UST here in the second set. Having Estrada and Silvestre. You know, these girls are twins, so...
Oh yeah, I know.
And it's quite an advantage for, you know, if you have twins on the team. Kasi parang siguro nalilito yung mga naglalaro, di ba?
That could be a good strategy, di
Diba?
ba? Oo. No more decoy needed, kundi malilito talaga yung opponents mo kung sino. But here comes the Ilisan here for NU. Safe serve for the Ilisan for now.
Outside, gotta love how aggressive that hit coming from Silvestre was. Natasha Doroha was a little bit aback with that defense.
For UST, Kimberly Robin, quite very silent since the beginning of this match. So we are waiting for her to be the explosive Kimberly Robin that we know. But good dig there on the side of NU Doroha. This time, pupuntahan Pelaez. Doroha will set this up. Of course, Sam Cantada, who's been also quite quiet as well in this match. Breaking down the wall.
Harleen Cerneches soaring and getting a check ball on that hit.
Well, here 4-0 run here for Uste. It should be 3 rather. Serving 1. Kimberly Rubin, good reception. That quick is no good for Uste.
You gotta love how they give tries to their middles. Kasi nakikita mo talaga yung intent dun eh. But now, UST might want to be careful with their decision making here since it's a 5-0 run already for NUNS.
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi na bitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
This time, UST really need to do something.
So we're seeing players coming from different schools in their new uniforms. So the question here is how they will adjust to new systems, you know.
Meanwhile here, NU really looking very sharp. But you have to admire defense, yun nga lang, may communication error dito on the side of Uste.
Yeah, and the crowd is enjoying the game that we're having right now. And NUNS is now leading by 6. Coach Kung Fu, you know,
Mm-mm. And Coach Kung Fu, with the perfectionist that he is, I mean, for sure, really very disappointed, but finally stopping the bleeding here for UST.
and now we finally get a point in the third attempt from the middle by Silvestre.
This time, Pelaes. Which means that I believe Kimberly Rubin should be in front. Oh yes. Is ka-diagonal dito. Some Cantada.
Some Cantada with that error.
We rarely see some Cantada committing error when she's attacking, so that is something new for me.
Yeah, maybe she's still trying to adjust
Mhm.
with the system of NU. And that service will go outside and give a 5-point lead to NUNS.
Jacob here. One of, I must say, players that I'm really shocked. Again, not that really tall, but sabi mo nga, yung hang time na meron itong si Jacob give her so much advantage as Cantada.
Showing dominance on the net is Sam Cantada with that regalo.
Jacob continues to serve here for UST, and NU now really have an advantage as Cantada and the tall Cruz is here in front for offense.
And that will be a point for UST. Nilihis niya sa kamay ni Cruz yung bola para makapoint doon for UST. A while ago, it wasn't working. But then, she finally got a groove or the rhythm. And she's gotten a hang of it. And
Yeah.
puntos na yun for her.
But here for UST, it is a win or go home situation as Cantada finally feel and let us feel her presence here in the second set.
No, you question yourself sometimes. Mapagod ba tong si Sam Cantada?
Oh. I think the answer is no.
Yeah, kasi kahit ilang beses mo ibato sa kanya, the same amount of effort and power is there.
And I mean, even after their stint in palarong pambansa, right away, the next day naglaro dito yung Shakey's, you cannot feel the exhaustion dito to Sam Cantada as Oxtero here. She'll going to replace Silvestre, and Santos will be back replacing here Estrada. And this time, 3 spikers for UST and no Sanchez for UST, so we're certain that Santos balik sa setting position. Instant impact here for Santos.
Miscommunication on the reception there for NUNS, and now that just leaves NU with 2-point lead.
Anissa Santos, another very versatile player dito on the side of UST. Sam Cantada receiving that one and hitting that one. That's outside.
Outside for Sam Cantada. And speaking of Santos, I'm really excited to see what she will be playing in the future.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? And we were talking about in the earlier games that this is the age where you find out kung ano yung niche mo when it comes to volleyball. Kung
Exactly.
ano yung position that sits well with you, or kung ano yung pinaka-comfortable ka, saan ka effective. Just like that play right there was effective for UST.
And we need to see more of that. But I feel that no blockers there for Oxtero.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
We're back here, and just like that, because of the substitution, the full rotation effort na merong UST And with some errors dito that NUNS have committed,
Yeah. And
we're almost tied.
we love how UST has adjusted all throughout the game and especially the set, you know, mas nakikita mong mas gusto nila maglaro
Oh,
ngayon
definitely.
compared to the second half of the first set and just taking advantage of the miscommunication and misreception of NUNS.
And with that, lamang na nga dito ang NUNS, ang UST rather, and NUNS failed to take care of their lead a while ago.
That was a good call by Atasha Doroha with that block right there on Sam Cantada.
Sam Cantada now she'll be at the service area. UAAP season 87, best outside in MVP. Sam Cantada and also in palarong pambansa, stand out. This will now be Oxtero back-to-back for UST.
Gotta love how these bench players of Coach Kung Fu just act instantly when they are pulled into the game.
And right now, I think the difference between the first set and the second set, the spikers here for UST is more intentional when
Yeah.
they're hitting compared to the previous set.
That would be a lucky hit for Dailisan.
I know.
Sumabit sa net, but then it was in her favor.
Isabella Cruz here, serving this up for NU. Also, Cruz has so much potential. She's tall,
Yeah.
and she's also really very quick. Oh, fault reception. This will be an ace for her.
UST tried to put that back on the side of NU, but it was just too far off to save.
Isabella Cruz.
The mom of Isabella Cruz was actually a UST alumni
Oh,
and also part of the Philippine national team. So we kind of get it where it's
Oh, yeah.
coming from.
it's on their blood. It's on their DNA already, Jelina. Yung pagiging athlete. But meanwhile, dito, UST tie things up here together with NU.
Some substitutions on the side of UST. Erin Soto in for the game again.
Laag now actually had a great performance during the first set, blocking Cantada multiple times as Dailisan. Error on the side of NU.
That will be an error. Shaky reception that we're seeing here today from Sam Cantada.
This time, fault reception. But Dailisan, nagawan pa din ng paraan.
The ball slips in the middle of Erin Soto's hand. And you gotta love the improvement that you see on Erin Soto.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Since last year, she was part of Zubel.
Sobel, yeah,
wherein
Sobel pa
she
si Erin.
didn't actually have a lot of playing time,
Mm.
but now we're seeing her even as a starter a while ago, and one of the good players of Coach Kung Fu.
Oh,
And
just
yan,
on cue.
yan narinig na naman ako.
I think you have this ability,
Telepathic.
Jelina, this telepathic ability
Yeah.
wherein, players could actually hear you.
See some UST girls cheering for their team.
Pelaez here for UST. That's too low.
Error for the service of UST. Coach, yun yung trademark ni Coach Kung Fu. Susundan niya kung sino yung nag-error, tapos ang dami niyang nire-remind.
At ito si Coach Carl Di Makulangan.
Yeah. Same sila eh.
Same sila. Talagang nasa gitna side talaga. This time, let's see what will be the play. Erin Soto, nalunod. But still, playable here. Sam Cantada saving that one. Dailisan, denied. Erin Soto.
Arlene Cerneche was trying to power through that block. But then, gagawa mong haba ni Soto eh.
Oo. And you can just simply hit that ball anywhere if you have that tall blockers. And of course, on your screen, Kita natin Ervin Soto and Ranidel de Ocampo.
Then, Sam Cantada wants to answer back with a powerful hit. Sabi niya, teka lang, wait lang,
Oh,
kami naman.
pinagbibigyan ko lang iba, but later you'll be hearing my name consecutively. Jacob now. Santos, well, what I said. Erin Soto, Sam Cantada. Santos again, 1-2 play. Oh!
Miscommunication on the side of NUNS. That was actually good pickup, you know, kasi nakita mo ng i-1-2 play ni Santos from UST. But then there was no follow-up on that coverage from the drop.
Erin Soto, 2 points already here in this set.
Error for UST.
This time, Cerneche. Which means Sam Cantada, Sam Cantada is still here in front for NU. Good serve, targeting Oxtero. This time, Kimberly Rubin.
Kimberly Rubin powering through that block of NUNS, maximizing the setter position there.
Oh,
Kita niya maliit si Navarro for that block and just powered through it and got that check ball.
Rain Alonso here for NUNS.
We have a 4-2 substitution for NUNS.
Another tall outside hitter here for NUNS.
Powerhouse substitutions for NU. So, who do you give the ball to? You have Sam Cantada on the floor, Denise Dailisan,
You have Rain
Sabel-
Alonso now.
yeah, Sabel Cruz and Rain Alonso.
Alonso. Oh, that is still playable. Kimberly Rubin. Kanino pupunta dito? Babalikan. Oh,
Of
Sam
course.
Cantada.
That will
Oxtero.
be outside. And just continues.
And this is a much better outings here for both squads, especially for UST. You really need to give NUNS, some challenge here. You just simply give up this fight. And right now, UST, I see here that they are fighting there for that last position in Pool D.
Middle wasn't able to run after that spike, leaving a single block on the left side post of UST. Actually, Kim's ball was actually going through the net with that one.
Good serve. Kimberly Rubin. This time, oh! But there will be an error.
Double contact will be called for Cheska Peñol. And now UST is leading
Wow.
by 2 points. What a turnaround of events here for a second set.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. The Only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And right now, just like that, a shift of momentum as UST finally taking lead here over NU. 18-16, Coach Kung Fu Reyes giving some instruction here to Oxtero. And you really cannot expect there. Coach Kung Fu appeared to be their father figure now, whether for juniors or for seniors.
Yeah.
This time, better passing here for UST. What will be the play? Wow! Isabela Cruz puts it away.
Yeah, that spike right there is just another statement for Isabela
Wow.
Cruz. One-on-one sila nilaag dun sa
Oo.
palong yon.
Zero tempo, sobrang bilis and so powerful and sharp there. So they cannot move on dun sa palo ni Isabela Cruz. But we have here De La Peña substituting Isabela Cruz for defense purposes. Game.
Also, one of those non-fairly tall middle blockers. But then grabe din yung
Mm-mm.
air time.
Wow!
That would be a problem now, leaving the open hitters of UST with just a single block. You see, kanina pa, yung mga nangyayaring to, and NU's middles are just late, and they need to
Yeah,
adjust that.
certainly. And what a liberty there for Pelaez to hit that ball really hard, leaving the net so open and free.
Missed reception for NUNS, and now a 3-point lead by UST.
Well, if in case, Jelina, no, if in case, well, bahala na sila if it will be on how to compute that. But if in case UST wins this match against NU, well, we will be having a triple tie and Pool D
Yeah,
together with the FEU.
and that will resort to a point system now,
Yes.
that our stats and our ranking managers will tally.
But well, I mean, of course, if you're UST, you want to give your all, your best shot here in this match.
Yeah, kasi this is a do or die for them.
Oh,
If they lose, they will definitely be taken off from the chances
mm-mm.
of going into the quarterfinals.
And I must say, Jelina, that this is the most exciting season of GVIL to date. I mean, aside from the most schools delegating, participating here in this season, I mean, we see some participations online, engagements online by some of our fans. We see some good attendance here inside the Sal Green Hills Gymnasium.
Yeah. And
So much hype, actually.
it's good that this league is already, in the summertime.
Oh,
So
yeah.
these girls could really focus on playing volleyball and set aside being a student athlete for the moment.
Definitely. But here, this could still be anybody's game. At this point, just 2-point lead here for UST. As UST will call a timeout.
Hindi aabot ang data. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
Okay, so now we're seeing here Division 2 standings for our teams. We have Pool E and Pool F. Those great teams here have been eliminated since their number of points per set have been totaled. And now we will be seeing our matchups later on in Division 2, where Ika will be facing off Miriam College and Everest will be facing off Assumption Antipolo, while LaSalle Green Hills will be facing off St. Paul's College and Domoshkula will be facing off the LaSalle Zubel Team B.
And of course, we also have teams in Division 2. And right now, we're just waiting
Yeah.
to see the winner here for NU and UST to have a complete cast in our next phase of this
Net
elimination.
touch on that very crucial point right there will be called against Jeneline Jacob for touching the net. Well, sa bagay, si Erin Soto nga naman ang binablock mo.
Oo.
Magigigil ka
And
talaga.
of course, you don't want to be blocked by Erin Soto.
Yeah.
And right now, UST here. 2-point lead, but no lead is safe here. Again, you're facing with a Palarong Pambansa champions. Make a 3-point lead for Uste.
Some service reception problems here settling in for NUNS, and UST is just 2 points away from winning this set and extending our game.
Angelina, I'm not surprised. I'm really not surprised if we'll be having an extension dito. I mean, both teams deserve this one. However, dito, Jeneline Jacob standing fairly tall on that attack.
You gotta commend that receive coming from Pipito with that powerful hit of Harleen Cerneche.
Let's see now. UST, kanino pupunta? That is too close to the net. Oh!
Herlin Cerneche with a smart play there, dropping the ball on
Wow.
the left side post of UST.
Just when everybody thought in UST that Cerneche will hit that ball hard and long.
Yeah. If you're UST here, you really want to extend this game so that you
Of
could
course.
stay in the rankings.
Mm-mm.
But then, of course, your NUNS, I don't want to lose.
Definitely.
Coming from Palarong Pambansa, I don't want to lose here in this game right now.
And of course, right now, if you're NUNS, you want to end this match right now and get some rest. And this time,
That will
oh!
be a double call
Yes!
for
Clearly.
Erin Soto, trying to send back.
What a run from NUNS. And right now, I'm on the edge of my seat, Jelena. This could be it. This could be the point for NUNS. And Hakab, yes! 5 straight points for NU.
What a statement win here for NUNS, trailing behind 5 points against UST. But, same goes from our previous games. It's not about how you start
Yeah.
the game. It's about how you end it.
Exactly, and NUNS ending this match really tall. A convincing victory for this young squad for our gold medalist of Palarong Pambansa 2025. And right now, of course, there's nothing to be ashamed of here as well for UST, giving us some great sequences,
Yeah.
some great plays. Kimberly Rubin has been really very spectacular. Pelaez, Extero having their own moment again. That's 25-23 in favor of NUNS.
Butang dito. Nice!
Don't worry. Be only with Smart Power All 99. Hindi nabitin with 10 gig data plus only Facebook or TikTok and more. Load now.
To the break of dawn, fun is never done. Let's all party. Shakey's fun goes on and on. Hero to hero, what a ride. With each new decade, a fun new side. Still serving smiles on every plate. 50 great years, let's celebrate. Shakey's fun goes on and on and on and on and on. Shakey's got it going on. We still bring the fun.
With decades of great pizza, chicken, and mojos.
Shakey's fun goes on and on.
From era to era to era. The fun goes on. Shakey's 50 years.
The fun goes on at Shakey's.
My future.
Right? What's the plan?
I have a plan. The new Smart Junior Plan. Made for me. For only learning, only experiences, only connections at just $4.99. It's a plan as good as yours. New Smart Junior Plan.
And right now, NUNS showing us mastery. A win over UST 25-14, 25-23. A lot of superstars rising into the occasion, but this MVP of the match is brought to you by Shakey's. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now.
So our MVP for this match is none other than Denise Dailisan, scoring a lot of points and good defense for NUNS. So we gotta admire that not only Sam Cantada
Yeah.
has been a statement for NUNS, or Rain Alonso and Harleen Cerneche, but also Denise Dailisan.
Definitely, Denise Dailisan, another option here for NUNS, another threat, and that's the reason why she's been hailed and named as our MVP of the match. 9 big points, 8 of which coming off an attack. And this time, of course, NUNS together with FEU will advance into the next cut of this competition. But now let's check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart Power All 99 with 10 gig of data, only access to Facebook or TikTok plus unlimited calls and text to all. Load now.
Well, starting off the first set, both teams had a lot of energy and had the same drive coming into this game. But then it was NUNS showing dominance and experience coming from a championship win in the Palarong Pambansa, just showcasing their talents. But we gotta love how UST has played in this game with good defense, of course, courtesy of Pipito and all the other outside hitters, and showcasing talents like Ostero and Pelaez. On the second set, it was a totally different setup or scenario wherein there were times of deadlocks, and eventually UST actually got the lead
Yeah.
almost by 5 points from NUNS. But then again, it was experience and the willingness to win this game that got NUNS to win this match at hand.
Exactly. But of course, if you're UST, again, sabi ko nga, there's really nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, these are young players from UST. Still a lot of future ahead of them. Still also a good play for UST. Again, that sum up our last game here this afternoon, 25 to 14, 25 to 23. An automatic ticket here for NU to advance into the next phase of this competition. But right now, let's take a look on the statistics of our play here contra NU and UST. A lot of plays actually happened, but let's break it down. 29 big attack points dito for NU with 3 blockings and 4 of aces. But what I can comment about the stats, Jelena, is yung identical na errors
Yeah.
nila are very low compared to the previous matches.
Very similar errors, but then again, we see the dominance in number of
Oo.
attacks. But we're just excited to see how UST's improvement will unfold in the upcoming tournaments and in the upcoming games in other tournaments here, on how they will be able to improve the team that they have right now.
And of course, right now, let's take a look on the standings since this is the last day of the eliminations on our Division 2. First, again, LaSalle Green Hills in Pool E, together with LaSalle Zobel, Team B, Miriam College, and of course, Everest will have now
Second.
a ticket to move on to the next cut of this competition.
And we have here Domascula also will be facing off against the LaSalle Sobel Team B. And LaSalle Green Hills will be facing off St. Paul's College in our standings.
And that is for our Division 2. And this is finally now the complete cast for
Yeah.
our for the next round of this competition. For Pool A, EAC and Adamson secured na yan. Pool B, Bacolod, Taytong, and Lasali pa.
In
Pool
Pool C, we
are-
have Arellano and KMS. And for Pool D, we have none other than NUNS versus FEU Diliman.
And that will start at the quarterfinals on June 5, Jelena. And first off is EAC going against Arellano. Meanwhile, itong champions natin, NUNS, will face, Adamson. That is really a match to watch. And third is Bacolod Taytong going against FEU. And Kings Montessori going against Palarong Pambansa bronze medalist De La Salle Lipa. I hope that you guys enjoyed the valuable action we brought to you this afternoon. This has been Jong Panerio and Jelena Luceño on the side. We'll see you on the quarterfinals next day. Again, thank you for watching, and this is Shakey Super League Girls Volleyball Invitational Rising Star Cup.